This sporting event on KMA-FM is presented to you by the KMA-FM Sportscasters Club.
Back out here at Lewis Central High School. I think we're ready for some basketball here between Lewis Central and Clarinda. Bryan Clark back with you here as it's Alex Reed and Jared Stansberry in the center circle as we get set for some basketball here. Lewis Central and Clarinda here in the Hawkeye 10. Lewis Central in their home whites, navy blue lettering and numerals and the gray trim. Clarinda in their road reds, the black lettering and numerals and the white trim. Cardinals control the opening tap. We're underway here in Council Bluffs. Brandon Sweet on the left wing for Clarinda. Sweet swings it over Archer, top of the circle now for the Cardinals. Back onto the left wing, now top of the circle, Tyler Stevie. Going to take his man off the dribble, go back to Samuelson. Now Sweet, Stansberry in the post. Kick out now, Archer on the right wing. Clarinda very patient here against the Lewis Central man-to-man defense. Top of the circle, Stevie waits at the free throw line, out to Archer. He'll fire a three from the right corner, left it short, chases his own rebound down though. And now a pass almost thrown away, but Brandon Sweet ends up with it in the right corner. Left side, Stansberry. 35 seconds in, it's been Clarinda with possession the entire time so far. Stevie comes in on the left side, kick. Stansberry 15-footer from the baseline, won't go. MacArthur the rebound for Lewis Central. He outlets to Alex Reed. Reed with the basketball right wing. Back to MacArthur. Covered up by what looks to be a very much an extended zone here for the Cardinals to start this basketball game. Josiah Shepard with the dribble. And leaves it now to Matt Anderson between the circles. Now back over to Shepard. Shepard going to throw it up to Reed at the rim. It bounced off the front of the rim. And Clarinda will come the other way here. A minute 10 in, no score. Shepard threw that ball from a good 30 feet away from the basket. And it hit the front of the rim as he was trying to hit Reed. Left side is Samuelson, bumped by MacArthur, loses his dribble a little bit, back out now to Archer. Now Stevie on the right wing. Stevie at the free throw line, fake, Archer in the post, turns, a little left-handed hook, left it short, rebounded by Reed for Lewis Central. Reed with no dribble, now Josiah Shepard. He stops top of the circle here for the Titans. Bounces it over to the right wing now. They're going to swing it back around Shepard on top to the high post Anderson. He'll shoot from there, he'll make from there. First two of the night for Matt Anderson, and Lewis Central with a 2-0 lead, 6:13 to play in the opening quarter. Now some man pressure here from the Titans. MacArthur on Samuelson. Kramer into the front court. That's Tyler Stevie, top of the circle. He's going to pull up and fire a three that is good. Tyler Stevie knocks down a three-pointer, and the Cardinals with a 3-2 lead. 2 minutes into this basketball game. MacArthur into the front court here for the Titans. Leaves it now Shepard, top of the circle, over on the right wing. That is Rodenberg. Lincoln Rodenberg stops on the right wing. Now MacArthur, left side, top of the key. Reed on top, defense by Samuelson in this Clarinda 2-3 zone look. Pass over to the left wing to Shepard. Reed getting inside, kick. Shepard, deep three on the way is good. Josiah Shepard knocks down a three, and Lewis Central with a 5-3 lead on Shepard's long ball. As Kramer Samuelson in the backcourt against man pressure from MacArthur. Samuelson with the left-handed dribble into the front court. 5-3 Lewis Central. 5:20 to play in the opening period. Stevie, another wide open look at three. This one he leaves short. Rebounded by Reed for the Titans. Leaves it to MacArthur. Darius MacArthur into the front court here for Lewis Central. Back Alex Reed, top of the circle. Reed gets into the lane just inside the free throw line. He'll shoot from there over Stansberry and puts it up and in. Alex Reed with his first two and an early 4-point lead for Lewis Central. 7-3. 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Samuelson, now Archer deep on the left wing for the Cardinals. Back to Stevie on the right side. Now right wing Brandon Sweet. Shepard defensing him. Sweet comes in, goes underneath Stevie's right underneath the basket. Tough reverse layup, left it short. Stansberry keeps the rebound alive. Out of bounds, it'll go to Lewis Central. Off of Stansberry in Titan basketball. Up 7-3 with 4:41 remaining in the opening period here in Council Bluffs. Shepard will run the point, this time down for Lewis Central. Clarinda still very much look like they're extending this zone out quite a bit. Sweet and Samuelson on top, well behind the well in front of the three-point line, I should say. Left wing now Rodenberg, swings it out Shepard, trying to get inside, goes underneath Anderson for a layup. A pretty pass, a pretty driving pass by Josiah Shepard, and Lewis Central with a 6-point lead. 9-3 here in the early going as we near the halfway point of the first quarter. Stevie deep left wing for the Cardinals. Stevie off a screen to the right elbow. Now Brandon Sweet, a right wing three off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound chased down by Rodenberg for Lewis Central. Here comes Reed over to MacArthur left wing. MacArthur puts it on the floor, loses it. Ball goes to the floor and now into the corner. Reed saves it right to Clarinda. And Alex Archer ends up with possession for the Cardinals. Stevie into the front court with 3:50 to go. Clarinda down 6 with the basketball. Stevie coming in baseline, stops there, brings it back out. Samuelson top of the circle. Now we're on Stevie left wing. They've had Reed on him most of this game. Stevie stops at the free throw line. Bring it back out, Sweet on the right wing. He'll come off a screen, pull up, 18-footer, rolling around, won't go. Offensive board, Stevie, put back is good. Tyler Stevie has all 5 Clarinda points in a 9-5 basketball game, 3:23 to play in the first quarter. Lewis Central now. On the right wing, MacArthur leaves it back to Shepard as the Titans will set this up against that extended zone. At the high post, Anderson had it knocked away. Shepard goes out deep to the left wing to retrieve the basketball. Now Rodenberg between the circles to the right wing, MacArthur. Into the right corner, Anderson. One dribble out to the wing, now MacArthur, and they swing it around to the left corner, back to Rodenberg. Top of the circle, MacArthur. He gets into the lane, running 10-footer that'll roll around and fall out. Everything but goes in. Offensive board, Anderson. Put back is good. 6 early points for Matt Anderson and a 6-point Lewis Central lead. 11-5 with 2:46 to play in the first quarter. Clarinda now. Stevie on the left wing. Much shorter read on him. Playing athlete for athlete really here. Stevie coming into the free throw line. Stops, head fake, a little leaner. Anderson might have got a piece of it. Here come the Titans. MacArthur quickly into the front court. Kick out past Shepard, swinging around Rodenberg on top. He'll rise up from the free throw line and knock down the shot. Lincoln Rodenberg with his first 2. Timeout, Clarinda. A 13-5 Lewis Central lead. 2:23 to go in the first here on KMA-FM. Lewis Central with an 8-point lead over Clarinda, 13-5. 2 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Titans have got those 13 from 4 different players, but it's been their 6-3 post. Matt Anderson, who has 6 early on in this basketball game. All 5 Cardinal points belong to their senior, kind of a swingman / post, Tyler Stevie. So Clarinda will have the basketball coming out of the Cardinal timeout, down by 8. 2:23 to go in the first. Lewis Central going to show some man pressure here in the backcourt. It's going to be Stevie who's going to bring it up this time for the Cardinals. That Alex Reed on him throughout the game. Brandon Sweet right corner for Clarinda. Brings it back out Archer underneath Stevie. Head fakes once, twice, puts it up. Shot, nobody's fouled. Stevie will shoot 2 here for the Cardinals. So Tyler Stevie getting inside position there for Clarinda, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First foul we've seen either side tonight. Comes with 2:08 remaining in the first quarter. Stevie, a 69% foul shooter on the season, and that first free throw by Tyler left it short. The foul was on Rodenberg, his first, team's first. Archer will sit for the Cardinals, and Dakota Woods checks into the game. 5'8" junior at about 5.5 points per game. Another 3-point threat for this Clarinda team as well. Stevie rims out with the second. He missed them both. Lewis Central comes the other way, MacArthur. Top of the key now, Reed in the right corner. He's going to go baseline, pull up, 6-footer over Stansberry, too strong. Rebounded by the Cardinals and Brandon Sweet. Outlets to Samuelson as he just about fell over, and Kramer will bring it into the front court here for the Cardinals. Samuelson on the left wing, and a reach-in foul. MacArthur went for a backside poke away, and he's going to be called for the reach. Number 1 on Darius MacArthur. Second team foul. And Clarinda will have the basketball on the left sideline, trailing 13-5 with 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Top of the circle is Sweet. Now Dakota Woods on the right corner. Top of the circle, Stevie. Stevie will dribble over to the right wing. Haven't given Stansberry a touch yet as they've been harassing him down low. Brandon Sweet tries to throw it up to Stansberry, and it's over his head out of bounds. The ball will go back over to Lewis Central with 1:37 to play in the first quarter. And the Titans with an 8-point lead as we'll pause for Josiah Shepard to get his right shoe tied up. Again, Lewis Central playing without one of their bigs, Lamar Connor, 6'6" senior, out for the rest of the season with a broken wrist. Top of the circle, Clarinda takes it away. A pass that's taken away by Dakota Woods. And here come the Cardinals. Brandon Sweet on the right wing. Bounce past Stevie, top of the circle. Into the left corner, Woods. Fake, puts it on the floor. Nothing there. Reed comes out to cover him up. And the Cardinals will work it around. Brandon Sweet, right wing. Sweet, Stevie asking for it in the post, and it's kicked away out of bounds. It'll be Clarinda basketball. With 1:12 left in the first quarter. Lewis Central leading by 8, 13-5. Stevie will trigger it in from underneath. Brandon Sweet on the right wing now. Bounces it Stansberry on top. Lewis Central in a 2-3 zone now. Left wing Samuelson. Stevie inside. Little right-handed hook from about 8 feet is up and good. 7 from Stevie. He's got all of them, and it's 13-7 Lewis Central. Woods pressuring MacArthur in the backcourt, so MacArthur's going to let Anderson bring it up for a little bit. Now he picks up his dribble into the front court. Shepard for Lewis Central with 50 seconds left in the quarter. Reed left corner. Shepard left wing. Fakes a 3. Now comes back around to Reed in the corner. Top of the circle now, that's Josiah Shepard. Lewis Central may hold for the last shot here. 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Titans leading by a half dozen, 13-7. Woods out pressuring Shepard. Shepard gets rid of the pressure and brings it back to MacArthur, who's about a giant step in front of the half-court line. Now back to Shepard. Still 24 seconds left as Shepard and MacArthur play catch. Clarinda in a man-to-man defense right now. Now Alex Reed on top. Boy, he had a free trip to the lane and didn't take it with 12 seconds left. MacArthur between the circles. MacArthur comes off a screen right wing. MacArthur gets into the lane but lost the handle. Out of bounds to Clarinda. That was a good-looking move from MacArthur. He just lost the dribble with 4.3 seconds left. Clarinda will have a chance here to go the length of the court. Down by 6, 13-7. Impressive first quarter for Lewis Central so far. Stevie's going to throw a baseball pass down floor to Dakota Woods. Woods, Stansberry, shot, no, but he's fouled with 0.7 of a second left. Clarinda crowd wanted a foul when Woods caught the basketball. But as he loses the handle, he gets it to Stansberry, who will go to the line to shoot two with less than a second left on the quarter clock, and that's foul number 2 on Rodenberg. So Jared Stansberry to the free throw line for the Cardinals. First shot by Jared is good. He'll have one more. 13-8 Lewis Central. Again, just 0.7 of a second. That's about enough time for a catch and shoot at the most. Coming off whatever happens here at the second free throw. It is good. Stansberry made them both. 13-9 ball game. Lewis Central. Shepard will get it off, and it hits the front of the rim. Can't get much closer from beat. But that brings us to the end of the first quarter here in Council Bluffs. Lewis Central leads Clarinda by 4, 13-9 here on KMA-FM. 13-9, Lewis Central's boys out in front of Clarinda here as we get set for quarter number 2 here at Lewis Central High School in Council Bluffs. It's really been the bigger guys leading the way. Matt Anderson with 6 to lead Lewis Central in that first quarter. Tyler Stevie with 7 of Clarinda's 9 points in that first quarter. Titans were up 13-5, and it's 13-9 here as we go to quarter number 2. So Lewis Central with the basketball. Tony Rue into the ball game coming out of the timeout. It's Rue. We'll set the floor here for you. Shepard, also Rodenberg still in there. Reed, they throw it up to him at the rim. Reed comes down with it, head fakes, lost it, out of bounds. So Reed in the ballgame. That's the second time they've thrown it up for the very athletic Alex Reed. And neither one of them's worked so far. Also for Lewis Central, setting the rest of the floor, Anderson still in there. Samuelson, Stevie, Stansberry, Sweet, and Woods for Clarinda. Samuelson gets inside. Woods around Stevie left wing. Stevie pull up, 15-footer on the baseline, left it short. Chases it on rebound down, gets blocked away by Rodenberg. Here come the Titans. Alex Reed in a 1-on-2. Reed going to attack. Little 5-foot runner, in and out, no good. Rebound poked around, and Dakota Woods comes up with it. He's 2-on-2 with Stansberry trailing. Woods attacks and lays it up and in. Impressive little run out there for Dakota Woods. 13-11 Lewis Central after an impressive block on the defensive end by Rodenberg. He went straight up with Stevie and stuffed him. Reed at the high post. Gets inside, nothing there, brings it back out. Rue coming in. Now Reed just off the right wing, loses the handle. He's on the floor with the basketball, able to pick it up and get it back out. Lewis Central will slow it up with Shepard on the right wing. Just past the 7-minute mark of the second quarter, Lewis Central up by 2, 13-11. Clarinda back in that extended zone look. Here's a 3 by Rue on the left wing that is good. Tony Rue knocks down the 3 and a 5-point lead for Lewis Central, 16-11. Rue just a sophomore, but he can shoot the basketball at about 5 points per game. Brandon Sweet right wing. Top of the circle now, Samuelson for Clarinda to Woods in the left corner. Stevie calling for it on the block with Reed on his back. Now they get it to him. Stevie hasn't taken away Josiah Shepard. Came from the backside. Shepard's one-on-one with Sweet. Shepard got called for the offensive foul. Shepard pushed off with the forearm and gets called for the offensive foul. That'll be his first. I think Josiah tried to get himself a little separation and definitely committed the offensive foul. No doubt it was a push as we get substitutes into the game. Haug into the Clarinda lineup. Samuelson will take a seat. Trent Rudolph into the game for Lewis Central. Reed goes to the bench. Haug on the left wing for Clarinda. 16-11, the Lewis Central lead. 6:16 to go in the second quarter. Woods right wing. Looks to Stevie just off the right block. 2 guys on him. Kick out Haug. Now back to Stevie in the right corner. Stevie trying to cut inside. Kicks it out to Woods. Now Haug left corner. He attacks baseline. Tough little runner off the window. Won't go. Rebounded by Lewis Central. As Josiah Shepard will bring it down for the Titans. 5:56 to go in the second. Lewis Central with the ball up by 5. Rudolph left corner. Anderson and has the ball knocked away out of bounds. As Anderson tried to go to the lane, had 2 or 3 red shirts come in. Knock it away. It'll be Lewis Central ball underneath. Up 16-11 with 5:52 left in the second. Rudolph to trigger it in, that's Rue. Now Rudolph, top of the circle, Shepard. Thought about a deep 3. Haug tapped it away, but Shepard able to keep possession. He's on the right side with the basketball, trying to go into the lane. Now Anderson, 10 feet out on the baseline. Back out to the wing. Right wing Rodenberg. Skip past Rue into the corner, Rudolph. Back to Rue, left wing. Tony Rue dribbling around. They'll swing it around a couple passes. That's Shepard with it on the right wing. Shepard gets to the elbow, and he is bumped and fouled. An underneath foul. Or the Titans will have it underneath as Stansberry picks up his first. First team foul on Clarinda. Comes with 5:27 to go in the second quarter. As Lewis Central will throw it in from underneath the basket. Rue to do so. Now Rudolph right wing, top of the circle. They go right back in. Tony Rue, little 10-footer, too strong, no good. Long rebound was tapped around and chased down by Dakota Woods for Clarinda. Outlets to Brandon Sweet. Sweet into the front court here for the Cardinals. Leaves it for Woods on the right wing. 5:12 to go in the second. Clarinda the ball down by 5. Stevie gets to the free throw line. Now Stansberry right elbow out Haug. Swings it around Woods right wing. He'll step into a 3. Good. Dakota Woods knocks down the 3. 5 points off the bench for Woods in the second quarter. Clarinda back to within 2, 16-14. Shepard left wing. Lost it. The Titan he was looking for, Rue wasn't ready for it. Haug with no numbers will smartly slow it up for the Cardinals. Sweet left wing. Back to Haug. Top of the circle, Stevie. Clarinda can go for the tie here. Lead with a 3. They were down as many as 8 in the opening quarter. Sweet right wing into Stansberry in the post. Double team comes, kicks Stevie. Stevie's going to go to the hole. Stevie, tough layup, missed it. Stansberry goes over the back to get the rebound. And that's number 2 on Jared Stansberry. With 4:35 to go in the second quarter, so the Cardinals have picked up 2 fouls. They've both been on Stansberry as Lewis Central wants a timeout. 4:35 left till halftime. Titans lead it by 2, 16-14 over Clarinda here on KMA-FM. Lewis Central boys leading Clarinda by 2, 16-14, 4:35 to go in the second quarter. Lewis Central with the basketball now. Shepard will throw it in. Needs some help here. Got to go somewhere. Finally throws it up to MacArthur, who goes right back to Shepard. It's those two, Rue, Rudolph, and Anderson for the Titans. Rudolph on the right wing. Skip pass over to MacArthur, deep left wing for Lewis Central. Clarinda still in that extended zone they've been in much of the game. Top of the circle now, MacArthur for the Titans. He comes in, leaves it for Rue inside, lost it. It goes off of a Cardinal, though, and it'll be Lewis Central basketball underneath. With 4:16 left in the second quarter, Lewis Central leading by 2. Tony Rue to throw it in from the baseline. Into the right corner. They're going to sort of skip past to MacArthur left wing. He'll rise up, 12-footer from the left elbow. No. Tip won't go from Rue. Keeps it alive again, but Kramer Samuelson able to control it for Clarinda. Now Stevie into the front court. Stevie down the left side. Kick now into the left corner. That's Alex Hyatt for the Cardinals. Right wing Sweet. His look at 3 is good. Brandon Sweet. His first points of the game come from outside, and Clarinda has their first lead since 3-2 at 17-16. Now Shepard left wing in a 2-on-2. Shepard attacks, shot, nobody's fouled. And Josiah Shepard to shoot 2 for Lewis Central. Let's see how they get that Clarinda foul on. It's going to be, I believe they got it on Archer. It'll be his first, team's third. And 2 free throws coming up here for Shepard. Josiah Shepard, 84% free throw shooter on the year. First one's good. 4 for him tonight. Update from Creston. The Atlantic boys have a 13-point lead, 30-17 on Creston at halftime. Again, if the Trojans win tonight, they are the outright Hawkeye 10 champions. Although Lewis Central swept them this season. Shepard, one more free throw, missed it. Stevie with the rebound for Clarinda, so a rare miss there at the line. Cardinals quickly into the front court. Sweet right wing. Skip pass high in the left corner. Head fake. Puts it on the floor, and the pass wasn't strong enough. Here come the Titans. MacArthur, one-on-one with Samuelson. Goes to the hole. Lost it on the way up. Still got it to the backboard as Brandon Sweet comes down at the rebound. MacArthur wanted a foul. Didn't get it. Here come the Cardinals. Stevie left wing. 17-17 tie. 3:20 to go till halftime. Brandon Sweet on top. Left corner Hyatt. He'll fire up a 3 that's good. Alex Hyatt knocks down the three-pointer. And Clarinda has their biggest lead of the game, 20-17. Lewis Central in the backcourt against some pressure. Reed now into the front court. That's Trent Rudolph. Back to Reed. 3 minutes left till halftime. Clarinda with a 3-point lead, 20-17. Left wing MacArthur. Now top of the circle. That's Rue with the basketball. They go over to the right side to Rudolph. Back over MacArthur. And now Coach Miller wants a timeout. 2:52 to play in the second. Clarinda leads it by 3, 20-17 here on KMA-FM. Clarinda boys with a 3-point lead, 20-17 over Lewis Central. 2:52 to go in the second quarter. Cardinals were down 8 at one point in the first quarter, down 4 at the end of the quarter, but Clarinda has got 3 threes from 3 different guys and have a 3-point lead here in the second. That's 3 threes just in this quarter. They've got 4 from 4 different guys for the ball game. Lewis Central throws it in. They just throw it up to Reed about 28 feet from the hoop. Shepard right wing gets a clean look at 3. Off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to the floor, and on the floor we'll get a tie-up. Hyatt dove to the ground to get possession for Clarinda. It'll be Cardinal basketball off alternate possession as Rudolph and MacArthur were both down there to tie him up. So Clarinda will get the ball here. Up by 3, 2:40 to go in the second quarter. Samuelson walks it into the front court. Stansberry still on the bench with 2 fouls for the Cardinals. It's Samuelson, Stevie, Sweet, Hyatt, and Archer right now for Clarinda. Hyatt left wing, now Samuelson on top. To Sweet on the right side. High post Stevie, lost it. We go to the floor with it, and I think Stevie's going to be called for a reach-in foul. He is, Tyler Stevie. Let's see what they got here. Yeah, it is on Stevie, his first. 4th team foul. Been a physical game. Pretty clean game, though, fouls-wise, for each team with just 2:25 left in the second quarter. Rudolph going to take a seat for Lewis Central. As Rue back into the game for the Titans. Reed, now Rue deep on the left wing. Top of the circle, Anderson. Think he got away with a travel as he leaves it now for MacArthur. To the right corner, that's Reed. Skip past Shepard left wing. Shepard to the free throw line, loses it, and a reach-in foul. Clarinda got Shepard turned around. And a little too aggressive with the Cardinals after getting the good position as Hyatt gets called for the reach. Thing is, though, that's only your 5th team foul, so it's not really a bad foul, although they had a good defensive position there. Clarinda did on Shepard. Shepard to throw it in here for Lewis Central. Shepard needs some help. They're going to throw it all the way in the backcourt to Rue, who has to outrun Samuelson to go back and get the basketball. Rue into the front court. Goes all the way to the hole and lays it up and in. Nobody stopped the ball, and Tony Rue gets the bucket, and Lewis Central back within 1, 20-19. A minute 55 to play till halftime as Samuelson will walk it into the front court for Clarinda. Kramer, now Alex Hyatt on the left wing. MacArthur, the body on him. Lewis Central in a 2-3 zone. Right wing Sweet. Skip past to Hyatt. Archer just off the block. Back out Hyatt left wing. He'll fire a 3. Got another one. Second 3 of the ball game for Alex Hyatt, and Clarinda with a 4-point lead, 23-19. The 5th 3 of this ball game for the Cardinals here in the first half. Lewis Central now. Reed in the front court. Has it poked away. Samuelson on the floor. Got a timeout call, I think. Yes, he did. Samuelson dives, gets the timeout call with a minute 24 to go in the second quarter. Clarinda leads it by 4 here on KMA. Clarinda up by 4, 23-19 on Lewis Central. Minute 24 to play in the second quarter of this basketball game. Cardinals getting it done from the 3-point line here in quarter 2. They've hit 4 threes just in this quarter. 2 by Hyatt, 1 by Sweet, 1 by Woods. 5 threes for the game as Stevie hit 1 in the first quarter. And Stevie's 7 points he had in the opening quarter about challenged for game high honors as Hyatt's right behind him with 6 with those 2 threes. So Cardinal basketball here coming out of the timeout. 84 seconds to go in the second quarter. Clarinda up by 4. Left wing is Hyatt. Bounces it back Sweet on top. To the high post Stevie. Back to Hyatt left wing. Archer goes underneath Stevie. Head fake gets him underneath and gets the 2. Tyler Stevie has 9, and Clarinda's opened up a 6-point lead, 25-19 with a minute 5 to go second quarter. And now Stevie commits his second personal. Stevie just too aggressive there with the defense. Fouls Anderson in the backcourt. 6th team foul, but now Stevie and Stansberry both have 2 for the Cardinals. Stevie will sit for this final 64 seconds. Haug comes into the game, and this is a very small lineup for Clarinda right now. They got Archer on the floor at 6'3". Their next tallest guy is probably Sweet at 6'2". Reed into the front court. Reed gets inside, leaves it Anderson, about a 10-footer on the baseline, no good. And the rebound out of bounds will stay with Lewis Central with 57 seconds left till halftime. A 6-point Clarinda lead, 25-19. MacArthur will fire it in for the Titans on the baseline. Just going to throw it up Alex Reed. 3 red shirts around him, and Reed will go to the line to shoot 2. As Alex Reed goes up. He's only 5'10", but as high as that young man can leap, he can play some post, and he can play it pretty well. And Reed will go to the line to shoot 2 here for Lewis Central. 7th team foul on the Cardinals, but a shooting foul sends Reed, a 71% foul shooter, to the line, and he makes free throw number 1. The foul was on Woods, his first. And Clarinda, who did not commit a single team foul until 5-something to go in the second, already into the bonus as Reed misses the second free throw. Sweet quickly into the front court for Clarinda. Handoff Archer, now Haug right wing. Into the right corner, Woods. Head fake, Archer wants it in the post. Archer gets around Anderson. A shot out, or a pass out to the wing is tapped away out of bounds. It'll stay with Clarinda with 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Clarinda the ball on a 5-point lead, 25-20. Haug to throw it in. Top for Brandon Sweet, a 3. No, this one too strong. Rebound chased down by Lewis Central and Josiah Shepard. He's trapped instantly, gets out of it to Rue. Rue skip past Reed, now over to MacArthur right wing. MacArthur gets into the lane, little runner from about 4, rims out. Reed keeps it alive, rebounded by Archer for Clarinda as Archer trips over Sweet, who is already on the floor, and now the Cardinals get a steal. MacArthur and Reed, they're 2-on-1 against Sweet. MacArthur tries to go to Reed, and Archer comes in from behind and knock it away out of bounds. Cardinals thought it should be their basketball. They're not going to get the call. Now the officials come together with 19 seconds to go in the second quarter. Either way, Archer did a heck of a job just to get back defensively to keep the layup from going. They are going to keep the ball with Lewis Central. And MacArthur will throw it in. Either way, that's a great defensive hustle play by Archer. That was probably an easy layup for Lewis Central. Anderson, free throw line jumper off the inbounds pass is good. Rolled in for Matt Anderson. He has 8. And now we have a foul called, I believe, after the shot on Lewis Central. Alex Reed is going to be called for the foul. That's his first. Now the officials coming together. Is this after the shot or not? It is after the shot. They will count the basket by Anderson. But Reed trying to get inbound position. Just the 5th team foul on Lewis Central. So no free throws, but Clarinda ball with 14 seconds left. Up by 3. And now Coach Miller wanting to get Rudolph into the ball game and sit Reed here for these final 14 seconds. Lewis Central going to show some full court pressure here. Clarinda, they get it into Woods. Woods splits a trap, now running into the front court. He's got a 3-on-2 here. Woods has it poked away. Good job defensively that time by Rudolph. Knocks it out of bounds. Clarinda will inbound from underneath with 8.5 seconds left. Up by 3, 25-22. Jeremiah Haug will throw it in from the baseline. Haug to Sweet on the right corner. Sweet going baseline as it knocked away out of bounds. Shepard got in on the defense with 4.5 seconds left. So Clarinda still with an opportunity, still with quite a bit of time here on the baseline as they try to get a bucket to take a 2-score lead into the locker room. Haug to throw it in. Haug needs some help, gets it Woods right wing. He'll fire up a 3, missed it off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Rudolph, and that'll be the half here at Lewis Central. Clarinda will go into the locker room with a 3-point lead. Clarinda 25, Lewis Central 22 at halftime. You're listening to high school basketball on KMA-FM, Clarinda, Shenandoah. Clarinda with a 3-point lead, 25-22 as we about set to get the third quarter started here in Council Bluffs. Before we get that third quarter started, score update from Creston for you, and it looks like Atlantic, barring a collapse, is going to wrap up the Hawkeye 10 title as they have a 21-point lead on Creston. 47-26 at the end of the third quarter. Let's set the floor here for you. The Cardinals all ready to go with Sweet, Samuelson, Archer, Stansberry, and Stevie. They're starting 5. Lewis Central will counter with Shepard, Anderson, Rodenberg, Reed, and MacArthur. Starting 5 for the Titans as well. Lewis Central will have the basketball to start the third quarter. They'll go from right to left as I call the action here for you up high on the bleachers here at Lewis Central High School in Council Bluffs. Clarinda? Well, I thought they were in a man-to-man there to start, but they're still in that extended zone. Samuelson pokes it away from MacArthur. MacArthur able to keep the handle, and now MacArthur's going to be called for an offensive foul. Samuelson harassing him out near half court. MacArthur's going to be called for a shoving foul, his second foul. Team's first is 10 seconds into the third quarter, and Clarinda will have the basketball. So not a good foul for MacArthur and Lewis Central there to start the third quarter. So Cardinals with it. Stevie in the front court. MacArthur trying to run after him, and Stevie walked. So MacArthur comes right back after committing the foul and forces a turnover. As Stevie, just going a little too fast trying to get away from MacArthur, travels with the basketball. So we played 16 seconds, and the two teams have, in effect, traded turnovers. So Lewis Central basketball, MacArthur into the front court here for the Titans. Clarinda with a 3-point lead just underway second half. Trying to throw it into Reed. Ball goes all the way out near the three-point line. MacArthur able to keep it alive. Rolls it to Rodenberg. Back to MacArthur, right wing. He gets to the free throw line. Now Rodenberg. One dribble, 15 feet down. Just throws one up and got a foul call. And Rodenberg will shoot two for Lewis Central. Looked like a very difficult angle for Lincoln Rodenberg, but gets the foul call. It's on Archer, his second. And Rodenberg will have a couple free throws here for Lewis Central. With 7:25 to go in the third quarter. And Clarinda up by 3. 25-22. First free throw by Rodenberg is short, no good. Looks like the Glenwood girls are on their way to sharing the Hawkeye 10 title with Lewis Central. Rams up 48-26 after 3 on Denison Sleswig. That's in girls action again. Second free throw by Rodenberg is good. He gets 1 of 2. And the lead is 2, 25-23, Clarinda. Stansberry inside. Stevie cutting into the lane. Little runner with the left hand is good. Clarinda gets quickly down the floor. Stansberry feeds Stevie, and Clarinda up by 4, 27-23. Reed into the front court for Lewis Central, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Brandon Sweet for the Cardinals. Number 1 on Sweet. Second team foul on Clarinda in less than a minute here in this third quarter, and the Cardinals going to go into the bench. Sweet's going to take a breather here as Dakota Woods checks into the Cardinal lineup. So Lewis Central, Reed to throw it in. 7:08 to go in the third. Clarinda up by 4, 27-23. Reed left wing, now MacArthur between the circles. Woods manning him up. Reed just off the left elbow. A lot of red shirts around him. MacArthur right wing now. MacArthur to the free throw line as it's taken away by Samuelson, and then MacArthur reaches in and fouls him. So MacArthur the turnover, and then Samuelson, as he was trying to sprint down the floor, MacArthur bumps him and picks up his third personal with 6:55 to go in the third quarter. So MacArthur will sit. Tony Rue back into the Titan lineup. Clarinda gets it into Dakota Woods in the backcourt. Clarinda by 4, 27-23, 6:50 to go in the third quarter. Samuelson deep left wing for the Cardinals. Now Woods between the circles. Into the right corner, Stevie. Back to Woods. Now Samuelson left wing. One dribble in, skips a pass to Woods on the right side. Stevie right corner, goes baseline, swing it around. Samuelson's going to look at 3 on the left wing, off the front of the iron, no good. Nice rebound by Rodenberg for Lewis Central. But Samuelson takes away the outlet pass. Samuelson gets an open look at 3 after a pump fake and nails the 3. Samuelson's first points of the game. Clarinda has their biggest lead of the night, 30-23. 6:20 to go in the third, and now a near steal by Stevie. Saves it from going out of bounds, diving into the crowd to Woods. And Clarinda will slow it up. Up by 7, the Cardinals. Woods on the right wing. Stansberry now at the high post. Cutting Tyler Stevie, gets around Rodenberg, and Rodenberg fouls him. It will not be a shooting foul, but it is number 3 on Lincoln Rodenberg. And already the third team foul on Lewis Central, not even 2 minutes into this third quarter. Clarinda will inbound from the baseline. Clarinda, a lot of energy coming on the floor here to start this third quarter. Samuelson left wing, now Stevie in the corner. Stansberry just off the block, double team, skip pass now to Archer in the right corner. Stevie on the right block, turns into the middle, shot blocked away from the backside by Alex Reed. And taken by Tony Rue for Lewis Central. Here come the Titans. Boy, Reed at only 5'10", he plays like he's about 6'5". Left wing now Shepard, thought about a 3, now gets a good look after a head fake. Off the front of the iron, no good. Stansberry the board for Clarinda. He's been quiet tonight, has Jared, but a nice strong rebound there by the Cardinal big man. He didn't play much in that first half due to foul trouble either. Stevie deep right wing for Clarinda. Cardinals up 7, 5:27 to go in the third quarter, 30-23. Left wing is Samuelson. Samuelson looking in, now top of the circle, Archer. Now Stansberry on the left wing. Into the left corner, Samuelson. Goes baseline, cut off there. Skips a pass out to Woods now on the right wing. Now Archer with the basketball. Has his pass poked away. Stevie gets it on the right elbow. Kick, Samuelson a look at 3. Left it short. Rebound will be chased down in the corner by the Lewis Central Titans and Tony Rue. Rue to Rodenberg. Down floor, Anderson wasn't ready for the pass. Able to get it back to Rodenberg, though. Can't make the shot off the window, though, and Dakota Woods the board for Clarinda. And Woods will slow it up with 4:52 to go in the third. Clarinda up by 7, 30-23. Top of the circle, Stevie. Wide open 15-footer is good. Tyler Stevie with 13 on the night. Timeout, Lewis Central. Clarinda fans to their feet as the Cardinals have opened up a 9-point lead here in the third, 32-23, with 4:42 to go here on KMA-FM. Clarinda boys with a 9-point lead, 32-23 on Lewis Central, 4:42 remaining in the third quarter here in Council Bluffs. Cardinals really have dominated this third quarter. They've outscored Lewis Central 7-1 so far in a little more than 3 minutes. After really a sluggish start, both teams about the first minute of this third quarter, the last 2 and a quarter or so, really been all Cardinals, and it's been led by their defensive pressure. MacArthur's committed a couple quick fouls, so their point guard's on the bench with 3 fouls. Rodenberg with 3 as well. Let's set the floor here for you. Lewis Central will have the ball coming out of the timeout with Shepard, Rue, Reed, Rudolph, and Anderson. Alex Reed with it coming out of the inbounds pass. Stops just inside the free throw line. Cut off there now. Rue right wing to Anderson. Into the post, Reed. Reed gets around Stansberry and a blocking foul that I believe will be against Stansberry, and that would be his 3rd. With 4:34 to go in the 3rd, it is against Stansberry. So number 3 on Clarinda's big man with 4:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. Coach Gilmore looks like he's going to be a little late getting a sub in for him. Here's a wide open 3 from Rudolph off the inbounds pass that won't go. Stansberry the board for Clarinda. So here come the Cardinals, up by 9, 4:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. Stevie on top. Tyler Stevie gets to the free throw line. Kick out now, Archer left wing. Out of the right side, Woods. Back to Stevie, right baseline. Back out now, Samuelson, right wing. Over to Archer on the left side. Top of the circle now, Stevie. Rue defending him now. Right wing, Samuelson. 4:07 to go in the 3rd. Clarinda up by 9. Right corner is Archer with the basketball. He'll dribble it up to the wing. Defensed by Anderson. Right corner is Stevie. Lewis Central on a man-to-man. Stevie right wing. Skip past Samuelson. Now Stansberry inside. One-on-one with Anderson. Off the window. Left it short. And Anderson with the rebound. Good look for Stansberry. Just missed it. Here come the Titans. Rudolph. Now Rue top of the circle. Gets into the lane. And a reach-in foul called against the Cardinals as Rue attacks. Be the 4th team foul on Clarinda with 3:43 to go in the 3rd as Dakota Woods just picked up his 2nd. Lewis Central will inbound here on the baseline as now Stansberry's going to go to the bench, replaced by Alex Hyatt. Alex Reed to throw it in here for Lewis Central. 3:43 to go in the 3rd. Cardinals with a 9-point lead. Reed, and on the left wing, Shepard. Josiah Shepard coming in on the left side, gets into the lane, shot up, rolling around is good, and he's fouled. A nice looking move by Josiah Shepard. He's been pretty quiet so far tonight as Samuelson called for the reach. And already the 5th team foul against Clarinda with still 3:37 remaining in the 3rd quarter. As Shepard will try to make this a 3-point play here for Lewis Central. And get things going here for the Titans in the 3rd quarter. Shepard 1 of 2 at the line tonight, make it 2 of 3. And the lead trimmed to 6, 32-26. 3.5 to play in the 3rd. Stevie running the point right now for Clarinda. Now Samuelson over to Archer on the left wing. Archer looking inside Stevie. Now kick out Woods to Archer. Now top of the circle, Hyatt. Right wing is Samuelson. Defensed by Rudolph. Samuelson swings it around now. Woods on the left wing. Woods going to go into the lane. Little 10-foot runner left wing is good. Dakota Woods with 7 on the night. And Clarinda back up by 8, 34-26 with 3:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Trent Rudolph for Lewis Central. Shepard, a good look at 3. Good. Josiah Shepard with his 2nd 3-pointer of the night. And Lewis Central back within 5 as Shepard's knocked down a quick 6 for Lewis Central, giving him double figures for the evening. 34-29 Clarinda. Now Stevie on post entry has it taken away. Here come the Titans. Alex Reed into the front court. Left wing Shepard. Left corner now Rue. He'll look at 3. Missed it off the front of the iron. Hyatt with the rebound for Clarinda. Outlets to Stevie with 2:37 to go in the 3rd. Clarinda with a 5-point lead. Top of the circle, Hyatt for the Cardinals. Hyatt puts the ball on the floor. Underneath, Archer lays it up and in. Nice drive by Hyatt and gets the assist going underneath to Archer. 36-29 Clarinda. 2:20 to go 3rd quarter. Clarinda with some man pressure here. Anderson trying to get through it. Does so to Shepard. Quick 2-on-1. They go underneath. Rue lays it up and in. Shepard saw he had a split second to get a 2-on-1. Did a great thing attacking. Got Rue for 2. Lewis Central back within 5 with 2:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. Samuelson into the front court for Clarinda. Kramer left wing. Now Archer. Anderson giving him some space. Samuelson around now. Sweet top of the circle. That was Hyatt. Now Stevie lost it on the way up on a 15-footer. Reed coming the other way. He almost loses the handle and has to get it back to Anderson in the backcourt. With 1:45 to go in the 3rd quarter, Lewis Central the ball down by 5. Tony Rue, deep right wing for the Titans. What a guy he's going to be here in the Hawkeye 10 in a year or two. He's already pretty good. Right wing Anderson, and he traveled. Anderson a little hop before he put the ball on the floor, and it'll go back to Clarinda with 1:34 to go in the 3rd quarter. As Nate Pettipower coming into the game for Lewis Central. 5'11 junior, scores about a point a game. Samuelson will bring it up for the Cardinals here with 90 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Clarinda up by 5, 36-31. Samuelson Swing it around now, Stevie, top of the circle to Hyatt on the right wing. Right corner is Archer into the post. Stevie over his head, taken away. Here comes Lewis Central. Rue trying to pick up the tempo here for the Titans. Left wing Shepard, and he turns it over. The pass was a little too far out in front of Shepard. Woods ends up getting the steal, and Clarinda will slow it up with 1:05 to go in the third quarter, leading by 5. Stevie in the front court, now Hyatt right wing. Top of the circle, Samuelson. To the left wing, Archer. Archer looking in now to Woods on the right wing. Fakes the three, and his pass is poked away. Stevie goes into the backcourt to retrieve it, however, as Shepard got his hand in there. 48 seconds to go in the third. Clarinda the ball up 5. Samuelson right wing for the Cardinals. Now it's Woods in the right corner. Stevie on the block. They bring a double team over. Kick. Archer. He'll look at 3. Rolling around and good. Alex Archer showing off the range from outside, and Clarinda leads by 8, 39-31. Lewis Central now turns it over. Here come the Cardinals. 2-on-1, Hyatt and Samuelson. Hyatt, Samuelson, layup good. Samuelson with 5. It's a double-digit lead for Clarinda, 41-31. Lewis Central now poked away out of bounds on the sideline. It'll stay with the Titans with 16.4 seconds left, as Reed will get an extended quarter break, replaced by Trent Rudolph. Cardinals, their defense has made just enough plays to really, I won't say quite the difference in this game, but definitely have made this more of a extended lead than they have now. Samuelson almost with a poke away. Left corner is a 3 by Petipire that's well strong. Rebounded by Woods. Still 6 seconds left for Clarinda. Stevie into the front court with 2. Stevie is fouled. I think they're going to say it's before the shot. They will wave it off with 1.2 seconds left. Coach Gilmore's trying to get 3 free throws. He's not going to get it. That's the right call by the official. It was well before the shot. Foul number 1 against Rue. Clarinda will have 1.2 seconds. Catch and shoot. That's about all you can do here. Dakota Woods loses the handle, still gets it up. I don't think it would have counted anyway. And we'll go to the third quarter with Clarinda leading by 10. 41-31 on Lewis Central. Quarter 4 after this on KMA-FM. 41-31, Clarinda leading Lewis Central as we get set for quarter number 4 here at Lewis Central High School in Council Bluffs. Cardinals outscoring the Titans 16-9 in that third quarter. Getting it done, 5 points apiece in that quarter from Samuelson and Archer, 2 young men that had not scored yet in this basketball game. Get the big numbers there. So we start the fourth. Clarinda will come out with a lineup of Stevie, Samuelson, Stansberry, Sweet, and Woods. Lewis Central will come out with MacArthur, Reed, Rodenberg, Anderson, and Shepard. So Clarinda with it. Stevie going to attack on the baseline. Tough shot. Missed it, but he got fouled. And I believe that's on Rodenberg. That will be his 4th. Just 7 seconds into this fourth quarter. And 2 free throws coming up now for Clarinda's Tyler Stevie. 13 for Stevie in the ball game. Let's see what Stevie can do here at the free throw line. First by Tyler is good. Stevie now 1 for 3 at the line tonight. Clarinda really hasn't been there too many times. Lewis Central just a few more. But with 5 team fouls each, I'd expect we'll see some free throws here in the fourth. Stevie rattles home the second foul shot. 15 for Tyler tonight. Clarinda has their largest lead of the game at a dozen, 43-31. Lewis Central was down 18 to Harlan on Tuesday night, came roaring back and had a possession to tie the game late. So Lewis Central, no lead is safe with the Titans. MacArthur, a 3 from the left wing. Off the front of the iron, no good. Stevie with a strong board for Clarinda. Outlets to Samuelson. 30 seconds into the fourth. Clarinda up 12. 43-31. Stevie, top of the circle. Lewis Central in a man-to-man defense. Woods on the right wing. Top of the circle. Sweet swings it around Samuelson. Now Stevie in the corner. Stevie has it poked away by Reed, and Reed's going to be called for the reach. No, they're going to call Stevie for an offensive foul. I beg your pardon. Clarinda crowd disgusted with the call as Stevie picks up number 3 with 7:19 to go in the fourth quarter. 6th team foul on Clarinda, and Lewis Central will have it here. So the Titans, Josiah Shepard into the front court. Reed gets into the lane. Tough little runner by Reed off the back of the iron, no good. Sweet the rebound, and he is fouled on that rebound by Alex Reed. They've held Reed in pretty well in check today. Guy averages about 13 a game, only has 3. Shepard only 10, 4 below his average. 6th team foul on Lewis Central. So any way out from here on out, and now Clarinda turns it over. Alex Reed gets inside, and a reach-in foul before Reed can put up a shot. With 7:08 to go in the fourth quarter. And this is 7th team foul, so it's going to be free throws anyway for the Titans, as Brandon Sweet just picked up his second personal. A 1-and-1 free throw opportunity coming up here for Lewis Central's Alex Reed. 43-31 Cardinals, 7:08 left in the ball game. And Alex Reed at the free throw line. His first is good. That'll earn Alex one more. Just 4 points for Reed, 2 of them at the line. And now the officials come off the line. I'm not sure exactly what. Can't tell you Atlantic has defeated Creston. The Trojans are the Hawkeye 10 Conference champions for 2012. Second free throw by Reed, no good. Offensive rebound, but standing out of bounds when he came down with that rebound was Rodenberg. So it will not be an offensive rebound for him, and it'll be Clarinda basketball. Can also tell you the Glenwood girls have won, so Glenwood and Lewis Central share the Hawkeye 10 girls title. Samuelson trapped on the backcourt, loses it, just bats it into the backcourt, and Lewis Central ends up with it. Samuelson wanted a foul. Reed goes inside, and he's fouled. A blocking foul on Samuelson, and Reed will go to the free throw line. Lewis Central's picked up the aggressiveness a little bit, and I think it's starting to frustrate the Cardinals a little bit. As Samuelson picks up his second. And Alex Reed will go to the line to shoot 2 here for Lewis Central. A full court pressure defense as Reed makes the first free throw. 43-33 Clarinda with an even 7 minutes left in the ball game. One more free throw coming up here for the Titans All-Star Junior. Second free throw by Reed is good, made them both. And the lead trimmed to 9, 43-34. Stevie defensed by Reed and man pressure. MacArthur thought about throwing a trap. Now they'll go to Samuelson on the front court. Kramer with the left-handed dribble, and now they're going to call a blocking foul on MacArthur. That'll be number 4 on Darius MacArthur. This game's definitely, the physicality has picked up tremendously here in this fourth quarter. And that is the 7th team foul on Lewis Central, so Samuelson will get a 1-on-1 opportunity here for the Cardinals. Kramer, a 79% free throw shooter on the season. And I mentioned we'll have a lot of free throws here in the quarter. Little did I expect, a minute 12 in, this will be number 7, both sides. That free throw by Kramer is good, and will earn him another one. So the lead back to 10, 44-34 for the visiting Cardinals, who trailed by 8 in the opening quarter. But got the lead and have not surrendered it since the middle of quarter 2. Second free throw by Samuelson is good. He made them both, the lead back to 11. 45-34 with 6:45 to go in the ball game. Lewis Central against a little bit of three-quarter court man pressure from the Cardinals. Now they now get it into the front court. Alex Reed left wing. Now Shepard top of the circle. Clarinda still in that zone as they've been in much of the night. Shepard right wing. Now MacArthur. MacArthur coming in. Hits a cutting Alex Reed into the lane. Little shot up and good. Reed with just his second field goal, and the lead back to 9. 45-36. As Samuelson going to clear out everybody. MacArthur can't be as aggressive with 4 fouls here on the defensive end. Samuelson left wing. At least you wouldn't think he could be. Stansberry left corner. Now to the left wing, Stevie. Almost lost the dribble. And then Alex Reed's going to be called for a bumping foul. Stevie lost the handle temporarily. Reed went in thinking he maybe could have a shot at a steal and got a little close. And as Stevie came back around, he bumped into Reed. That'll be the third personal on Reed. And Stevie will shoot 1-and-1 here for the Cardinals. MacArthur going to get a blow here with those 4 fouls. Tony Rue back into the game for Lewis Central. 6:09 to go in the fourth. Stevie to shoot the 1 and bonus here for the Cardinals. As the Lewis Central students trying to do all they can to distract Stevie here. And he misses the free throw, rebounded by Rodenberg for the Titans. 6:05 to go in the fourth. Lewis Central the ball down by 9. Reed left corner. Now Shepard on the left wing. Tries to get it into the lane. It's kicked away by Samuelson. And a kick is an automatic dead ball, so it'll be Lewis Central ball with 5:59 left. Titans to throw it in from the baseline. Tony Rue's going to come over and do that. Rue, Anderson, Reed, Rodenberg, and Shepard in there right now for Lewis Central. Rue needs to go somewhere. Finally goes Rodenberg, top of the circle. Now Shepard left wing, a clean look at 3, buried it. Josiah Shepard's third 3 of the ball game. Lewis Central back within 6, 45-39. Clarinda now Archer against man pressure. And now Archer has his pass almost stolen. Stevie, though, had the ball and was fouled by Rue as Rue reached in to try to knock it away. And we're going back to the free throw line. Second on Rue, 9th team foul. So Stevie, who just missed the 1 and bonus last time down, will shoot the 1 and bonus here with 5:46 to go. This will be the last time Clarinda shoots 1-1 here. Every foul from here on out to be 2 free throws, but this one again only a 1-1. Stevie earns a second though. So one more for Tyler Stevie. The lead now 7 for the Cardinals, 46-39. 5 minutes, 46 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Clarinda trying to wrap up Hawkeye 10 play at 10-3. Stevie's second is good, made them both. So the lead back to 8, 47-39. Reed against a little bit of man pressure here from Clarinda. Reed into the front court, now Shepard right wing. A 3 in transition is good. Shepard starting to heat up. Quick timeout by Lewis Central. 16 for Josiah Shepard. 2 threes in this fourth quarter has brought Lewis Central back to within 5, 47-42. 47-42. That is the lead for Clarinda right now with 5:37 remaining in the fourth quarter. Here on KMA-FM, Clarinda Shenandoah, the Titans, after scoring just 18 points in the middle 2 quarters, have already scored 11 here in this fourth period, and we haven't even played 2.5 minutes left. 6 of those 11 from Josiah Shepard from outside, the other 5 from Alex Reed. 1 on a jumper, or 1 on a layup, and 3 from the free throw line where Reed is 3 for 4. All 6 of Clarinda's points here in this fourth quarter have come from the stripe. 4 out of 5 from Stevie, 2 out of 2 from Samuelson. So Lewis Central man pressure again here too. Now they'll back off of it a little bit. Samuelson will try to take Rue 1-on-1. Now Stevie, they need to get it across the line here. Samuelson, I don't think Clarinda might have got away with one there. As Samuelson is trapped, and he's going to get bailed out with a timeout call by Coach Gilmore. Samuelson was trapped as soon as he came across half court. Coach Gilmore got the timeout, though. Clarinda will keep it. 5:23 to go in the fourth. 47-42 Clarinda here on KMA-FM, Clarinda Shenandoah. 47-42, Clarinda's boys with a 5-point lead. 5:23 to go in this fourth quarter. Lewis Central's cut the lead in half since the end of the quarter, outscoring Clarinda 11-6 so far in the fourth. The cut was a 10-point lead, down to 5. So Cardinal basketball, Stevie, Samuelson, Archer, Woods, and Stansberry. Sweet will check in at the next dead ball. Samuelson, they throw a quick trap at him, able to get out of it to Stevie. They trap him, poke it away, but right into Coach Van Gilmore's lap on the bench. Clarinda basketball as Brandon Sweet going to check into the contest. Archer will sit with 5:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Lewis Central has definitely amped up the defensive energy a lot, and so far Clarinda hasn't had an answer for it. Woods, high post Stevie. Stevie comes down the right side of the lane, spins into the middle. Shot might have got partially blocked. Offensive board, Stansberry, put back is good. Just the second field goal of the night for Jared Stansberry, but a big one cleaning up the offensive glass. Clarinda back up 7, 49-42. Top of the circle, Rue. Back to Shepard, deep right wing for the Titans. What a fourth quarter he's had so far. Anderson on top, now to Rodenberg left wing. To Rue, left short corner. Back out Rodenberg. 16-footer on top is good. Lincoln Rodenberg with 5 on the night. And the Titans back to within 5, 49-44, with 4.5 left in this ball game. Stevie, now Woods into the front court for Clarinda. Now Kramer Samuelson. Cardinals will set things up here. 4:24 to go in the fourth. Clarinda leads by 5. Stevie left wing. His pass knocked away by Reed. Now the ball is loose, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll stay with Clarinda. What hustle by Alex Reed for Lewis Central. Diving to try to keep the ball from going out of bounds. But he was the one that touched it last, so it'll be Cardinal ball directly in front of their own bench. They'll throw it into Sweet in the backcourt, or Samuelson, I beg your pardon. Kramer brings it into the front court here for the Cardinals with 4:10 left. Samuelson left wing. Lewis Central on a man-to-man defense. Top of the circle, Stevie. Now Sweet on the right wing. Sweet dribbles over left side. Now Stevie. They throw a trap on Stevie. Brandon Sweet inside, hesitates, and has his pass to the opposite corner kicked away. So Clarinda will keep it on the baseline with 3:58 to go. Up by 5, 49-44. Stevie will throw it in from the baseline. Top of the circle, Samuelson. He had a clean look if he wanted it. Decided again instead to set it up. Stansberry now Sweet right wing into the right corner. That is Stevie. Stevie inside, kick out Samuelson. 3-pointer from the wing. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound by Rodenberg for Lewis Central. Leaves it for Rue with 3:40 to go in the fourth. Clarinda up 5 playing defense. Tony Rue into the front court for the Titans. To the left wing, Rodenberg. High post is Alex Reed. Couple guys on him. Back out Rodenberg left wing. Pickpocketed. Rodenberg able to bat it over to Reed. Reed will look at 3. No. Rebounded by Stevie for Clarinda. It was a decently clean look by Reed with a man right on beside him. Cardinals now with 3:18 to go in a 5-point lead. Brandon Sweet right wing. Sweet tries to throw it to Stevie, and it goes behind Stevie. Samuelson makes a great effort trying to keep the ball from going out of bounds. And maybe injured a little bit as Samuelson dove out of bounds, and the ball ended up hitting him in the leg as he came back through. Samuelson, they're going to check to see if he has a little blood on the mouth, and it looks like he does. They might have to bring him out of this game. As one of the great things that Lewis Central has here, and they do, there is some blood on the floor here. So we're going to have to stop play because of that. I'm talking about the Jenny Ed sports team here at Lewis Central. And their athletic trainer, Dave Byrne here, supplied by Jenny Ed, does a great job here at this Lewis Central. One of the great things about this school being right here in the heart of Council Bluffs, you can get something like this to come in, and you know you have somebody, not to take really anything away from any other school around here, but you know you have somebody who exactly knows what he's doing coming in, and this simply is just wipe the blood off the floor. He has the right equipment all ready to go right there. As Samuelson dove in and I think just took the floor right to his chin. They're going to check in. I think Kramer's probably going to have to come out of this game as he's holding a towel to his mouth. Great effort. And we'll pay for it. As Mr. Burns going to come over and take a look at him and probably try to close this up as quickly as possible, whatever it is. So he will sit. Archer back into the game. So we'll see if that ends up being a big loss for Clarinda here with 3:10 left. Sweet just about gets a steal. It's Reed on top. Clarinda up 5, 3:05 to go in the fourth. Lewis Central now. Rodenberg going to rise up a 15-footer left wing. No. Offensive board, Anderson. Lost it on the way up. Will go to the floor with a jump ball. Sweet and Reed tie it up. It'll be Lewis Central ball on alternate possession with 2:57 to go in the fourth. Looks like it's Samuelson. I think it's his chin, not his mouth, as they look over at him on the far side of the bench. Lewis Central to throw it in. Rodenberg gets a 6-footer off the inbounds pass, too strong. Rebounded by Lewis Central, and a foul on Clarinda on the rebound. So the Cardinal foul, they're going to call it on Archer. That will be his third. 9th team foul, so a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity coming up here for Tony Rue and Lewis Central. I tell you, the physicality here in this fourth quarter has escalated, I would say, at least 2 or 3 notches. And they're letting them play, no doubt about that. First free throw, no. Just a 1-and-1. Stevie chases the rebound down. Clarinda up by 5 with 2:50 left, 49-44. Cardinals, Stevie. Defense by Rue. They bring a trap at him. Quickly out of it, Dakota Woods right wing. Woods puts it on the floor, and really an accidental trip, but a trip nonetheless, and a foul on Alex Reed. That's 4 on Reed. And we're double bonus time now, both sides, so 2 free throws coming up for Clarinda Jr., Dakota Woods. Woods is yet to attempt a free throw tonight, 61% foul shooter on the season. With 2:41 to go in the fourth quarter, Woods to shoot 2. First is good. 8 points for Woods tonight. Clarinda now up 6, 50-44. Interesting move here from Coach Gilmore. He's going to bring everybody off the line here. Pretty much either saying, I know Woods is going to make this, or even if he misses, give Lewis Central a free rebound. He makes it. Woods with 9, the lead is 7, 51-44, 2:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Shepard left wing. Now Rue for Lewis Central. Top of the circle, Anderson. Out between the circles. Now a dribble up to the top. Deep right wing, Shepard. You gotta stay on him. Shepard hands off Rue right wing as they'll run around that perimeter. Rue comes into the baseline and throws it away. Brandon Sweet with the steal for Clarinda as a couple Cardinals took it away, and now Sweet loses the dribble. Out of bounds, it'll be Lewis Central basketball. Rue applied some pressure. It goes off of Brandon Sweet out of bounds, and the Titans will have it with 2:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Down by 7, 51-44. Tony Rue to throw it in from the right sideline, about free throw line extended here for Lewis Central. Now Anderson between the circles, back to Rue on top with 2:10 to go. Lewis Central down by 7. Rue with the basketball. He'll attack on the right elbow. Throws it up for Rodenberg. Kick out pass. Shepard a look at 3. In and out, no good. And a nice strong board by Archer for Clarinda. Boy, that was halfway down from Josiah Shepard. Here come the Cardinals as we're under 2 to go. Right corner is Archer. Now Brandon Sweet. Right elbow jumper. In and out, no good. And a rebound by Anderson for the Titans. Anderson's just going to dribble his way out of a trap. Now a pass to Rodenberg on the right side. Pretty pass down low, Shepard, and he's fouled hard. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 1:42 to go in the game. So Josiah Shepard will have to earn it at the free throw line, which is pretty good odds for him. He's an 84% foul shooter on the year. He has missed one tonight, though, 2 for 3. The foul on Sweet is his third. They're still attending to Samuelson. Over on the bench, Shepard makes the first free throw. Samuelson dove for a loose ball, and I think it's his chin. And it sure looks like still has some blood. So Samuelson's still out there as Rodenberg checks in for Anderson. MacArthur. MacArthur, Rodenberg, Shepard. Second free throw by Shepard is good. He made them both. The lead is 5 again, 51-46. Stevie playing the point right now for Clarinda with Samuelson out with 1:35 to go. Stevie into the front court. Stevie leaves it underneath. Sweet shot up good, and he's fouled from behind. Stevie attacks, hits Brandon Sweet underneath, who lays it up and in. And he's pushed in the back to chin. Brandon Sweet can make it a three-point play with 1:31 to go in the fourth quarter. Brandon Sweet, 56% free throw shooter on the year. And Clarinda's going to get Samuelson back into this basketball game. Although he'll come in for Sweet at the whistle. So Brandon Sweet to try to make this a three-point play here for Clarinda. That free throw by Brandon Sweet is good. So he will sit in favor of Samuelson. The lead is 8, 54-46. So Clarinda has Samuelson, Woods, Stevie, Archer, and Stansberry. Lewis Central with Reed, Shepard, Rudolph, Rodenberg, and MacArthur. MacArthur runs the point here with 90 seconds left. Lewis Central down 8. Top of the circle is Rudolph. Poked away by Samuelson. We go, Alex Reed will go into the backcourt to retrieve it. Reed comes into the front court with 80 seconds left. MacArthur right back to Reed. Inside, head fakes, leans into some contact, got the shot to go. Reed with a bucket, cuts it to 6. 1:12 to go. Clarinda Samuelson trapped and fouled with 1:10 left. MacArthur and Reed were there either way. That's 5 fouls. They're going to call it on Reed. And Alex Reed is just fouled out of this basketball game with 1:10 remaining. So Reed, who had a sensational fourth quarter, 7 points in this fourth to put him in double figures, he will now have to sit for the rest of the basketball game as Tony Rue will come in. With 70 seconds to go, and Kramer Samuelson will go to the line to shoot free throws here for Clarinda. 54-48 Cardinals, 70 seconds left in the fourth. Free throw by Kramer is good. Rolled it in there. Samuelson now 3 for 3 at the line tonight. A 79% free throw shooter on the season. One more for the Cardinals senior guard. Already a 3-possession game. Misses the second free throw, so the lead stays at 7, 55-48. Darius MacArthur into the front court here for Lewis Central with 1:03 to go. Hands off Shepard on top. Shepard hands it off to Rue as they do the little weave. MacArthur gets inside. MacArthur, a little runner, rolling around, will go through. First 2 of the night for MacArthur, and a quick timeout for Coach Miller and Lewis Central with 55 seconds left in the fourth. The Clarinda lead is 5, 55-50 here on KMA-FM. Clarinda trying to hang on to this one here to finish off Hawkeye 10 play in the regular season. They lead Lewis Central 55-50 with 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clarinda's led the entire second half. Lewis Central led for about half of the first half. LC got up 8 in the first quarter. Clarinda came right back and led by as many as 6 in the second quarter before being up 3 at halftime. The Cardinals have led in this game by as many as 11, and that was earlier here in the fourth. Right now that lead only at 5, though, 55-50. And Clarinda's done it at the free throw line here in this fourth quarter. Clarinda has scored 14 points here in the fourth, only 2 field goals. So they've hit 10 free throws in 12 attempts here in the fourth quarter. If they keep that up and don't turn the ball over, they should be able to hang on. But those 2 are big ifs. Free throws were the bugaboo against Creston the other night. Cardinals to throw it in with Stevie. Gets it in easily enough to Samuelson. MacArthur pressuring him in the backcourt. Samuelson going to take his time against some pressure. Almost loses it. They got to get it across half court. Long pass down floor. Stansberry. He's just going to wait. He had a 2-on-1. Instead he waited. And now Woods. Lewis Central's trying to foul him, and now they call it with 40 seconds left. And Dakota Woods will get 2 on about at least the second or third attempt for Lewis Central to try to get a foul in there on Woods. It'll be number 4 against Tony Rue. So 2 free throws here for Woods. A 61% foul shooter on the year. He is 2 for 2 tonight. First free throw by Dakota is good. It rolled in. It hit about every part of the rim it could. This one would be the big one. This can get it back to a 3-possession game with 40 seconds left. 56-50 Clarinda. Second free throw by Dakota is good. He made them both. 2 big free throws for the junior. Clarinda back up 7, 57-50. MacArthur racing into the front court for Lewis Central. MacArthur holds up. Now Shepard top of the circle. Over to the right wing, Rodenberg. He comes in. Skip past MacArthur. Good look at 3. Is good. Darius MacArthur knocks down the 3. Cuts the lead to 4 with 25 seconds left. Ball now goes to the floor. Stevie picks it up. MacArthur takes it away and is fouled by Clarinda. Or no, I beg your pardon. One official called a foul. One official did not. Let's see what they go. They are going to say foul on Clarinda with 21 seconds left. Clarinda crowd not happy with it, but I think that's the right call. MacArthur was definitely bumped. More than that has not been called tonight. There's no doubt about that. But that one probably the right call as Samuelson picks up his third. MacArthur to shoot 2 with 21 seconds left. And even with just one of these can make it a one-possession game. 61% free throw shooter on the year. This is first attempts of the evening. First is good. And this is as close as Lewis Central has been, I believe, since the first half. Well, since halftime. It was 3 at halftime. 57-54. MacArthur's second is also good. Made them both. The lead is down to 2. 57-55 and a quick foul with 19 seconds left. We'll send Kramer Samuelson to the line to shoot 2 here for the Cardinals. Shepard picks up number 2. So let's see what Samuelson can do at the line with 19.1 seconds left. He's 3 for 4 at the foul line this evening. 79% free throw shooter for the season. LC crowd going to do all they can to see if he can cause Samuelson to miss this. First is good. This one, the big one, to try to make it a 2-possession game. With 19.1 on the clock. 58-55. One more at the line here for Samuelson. Missed it. The door remains open at 3. 58-55. MacArthur into the front court. Stops, has it poked away by Samuelson. Goes to the floor, picked up though by Lewis Central. Still 10 seconds left. Shepard left wing. Step back 3. He's fouled. And Shepard will have 3 free throws with 8 seconds left. And if there's one guy you don't want at the free throw line here, if you're Clarinda, it's Lewis Central senior Josiah Shepard. An 84% free throw shooter on the year. 4 for 5 at the line so far this evening. He shoots 3. First is good. 58-56 with 8 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Lewis Central was down 11 earlier in the fourth. Shepard trims it to 1. This could bring Lewis Central back to their first tie as Clarinda head coach Van Gilmore wants a timeout. Titans made an awesome comeback against Harlan Tuesday night and couldn't quite pull it off. Trying to get a huge comeback against Clarinda here tonight. One more free throw coming up for Shepard. 8 seconds left in this basketball game, and Clarinda with a 1-point lead, 58-57. So one more for Shepard, as Lewis Central has already scored 26 points here in this fourth quarter after scoring just 31 in the first 3. They've outscored Clarinda 26-17 here in the fourth. And it's a 58-57 ball game. One more free throw coming up for Lewis Central's Josiah Shepard with 8 seconds on the clock. What a ball game here tonight. As you would expect, these two, when you get into the Hawkeye 10, when these top teams get together, it's been something to watch all season long. And what a way for Clarinda to end what's been a crazy season in the Hawkeye 10. You know this game has to come down to the wire. So 58-57 Clarinda. Cardinals will come out here with a lineup of Stansberry, Archer. Stevie is on the floor as well for the Cardinals. Dakota Woods and Kramer Samuelson. Lewis Central obviously will counter with Shepard, Anderson, Rodenberg, MacArthur, and Rue. Remember, Reed is on the bench. He is fouled out for Lewis Central. So Josiah Shepard, here's the big one to try to tie the game with 8 seconds left. That free throw by Shepard is good. He made all 3. We're tied at 58. Timeout, Clarinda. Cardinals use the first timeout to try to ice Shepard. Use the second timeout to try to set up the offense. Here with 8 seconds left in regulation, 58-58 here in Council Bluffs. What a ball game. We'll wrap it up here in 30 seconds on KMA. 58-58 ball game between Lewis Central and Clarinda. 8 seconds left in this basketball game. Josiah Shepard getting fouled on a three-point attempt. Hits all 3 free throws. And Shepard, who had 10 points in the first 3 quarters, has 11 here in the fourth. Has 21 points in the ball game. And we're even up 58-58. Clarinda will have to go the length of the court in 8 seconds. Clarinda will have a lineup of Stevie, Woods, Samuelson, Stansberry, and Archer on the floor right now for the Cardinals. Lewis Central still in the timeout. They're still in their huddle. See who the Titans counter with. They'll go with Anderson, Rodenberg, MacArthur, Rue, and Shepard. So here's Clarinda. Tyler Stevie into the front court with 5 seconds left. Stevie to the right wing with 3. Stevie, a tough runner, rolls in, won't go, but he is fouled. No, an offensive foul on Tyler Stevie with 1.4 seconds left. Stevie is called for the offensive foul. That is Stevie's 4th. Now, an offensive foul does not mean free throws, so Lewis Central will have to throw it in here with 1.4 seconds left. So the Titans, a catch, maybe a dribble, but that's about it. They'll get it into MacArthur. He'll throw up a 60-footer at the horn, which is well strong, and we will have bonus basketball here in Council Bluffs. Lewis Central 58, Clarinda 58. Overtime after this on KMA. Clarinda had an 11-point lead at one point in the fourth quarter. They've lost all of it here as we go to overtime here at Lewis Central. 58-58 as the Lewis Central Titans go on an 8-1 run to end of the fourth quarter to tie this ball game up. So Clarinda will come out with a lineup of Stansberry, Archer, Woods, Samuelson, and Stevie. Lewis Central will have on the floor Shepard, Rodenberg, Anderson, Rue, and MacArthur. Remember, Alex Reed is fouled out of this basketball game. It will be Rodenberg and Stansberry jumping center here to start overtime. 58-58, we go to OT. Clarinda's got to recover, though, because all the momentum is in the hands of the Lewis Central Titans going into this extra period. We play 4 minutes. Kramer Samuelson will have it here for the Cardinals, top of the circle. Samuelson now on top. Well between the circles. Lewis Central looks to be in a 3-2 zone coming out. I'm not sure we've seen 3-2 out of them all night. Left wing now, they swing it around Samuelson right wing. Now Woods on the left side, back out on top Samuelson. Needs some help, gets it in the form of Archer. Back to Samuelson on top. 3.5 left in overtime, tied at 58. Stevie left wing. Samuelson on the right side now for the Cardinals. Fakes a pass inside, now goes back out into the right corner, Archer. Back to Samuelson on top. Thought about a 3, instead goes opposite block Stevie. Stevie trying to go baseline. Cuts a pass out to Archer. Swing it around Samuelson. 3-pointer right wing. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound. No, we're going to get a foul. Will be on Lewis Central. Stevie, great position on the offensive glass. And the foul is on Rodenberg, and he is done. So Lincoln Rodenberg is fouled out of this game with 3:13 to go in overtime. Rodenberg done with 5 points. And Trent Rudolph into the game. So a Lewis Central team, neither one of these teams really all that deep. Coach Miller only plays 7, maybe 8. Now has 2 guys on the bench fouled out. So Stevie will shoot 2 here in overtime. First by Tyler is good. Stevie, 4 for 7 at the line, now 5 for 8 at the line, and gives Clarinda a 1-point lead. 59-58. One more free throw coming up here for Stevie. It is also good. He made them both. And Clarinda with a 2-point lead. 60-58, 3:10 to go in overtime as Darius MacArthur brings it into the front court for Lewis Central. MacArthur on top. Now they leave the ball to Josiah Shepard. They'll play that weave. They ran that much of the fourth quarter. Shepard coming in left side. Oh, and a bad break for Clarinda. Shepard turned it over to Samuelson, but it bounced off his foot, so a kick would have been an easy steal for the Cardinals, but since it went off his foot, dead ball Lewis Central basketball with 2:59 left in overtime. Rue throws it in. Top of the circle, Rudolph. Around now, Shepard left wing. Shepard into the lane. Tough runner. Nobody's fouled. And Josiah Shepard will go to the line to shoot 2 for Lewis Central. I believe it's on Stansberry. That will be number 4 on Jared with 2:54 to go in the extra session. And 2 free throws coming up here for Lewis Central's Josiah Shepard. He hit 3 to tie the game with 8 seconds left in regulation. And that first one hits about every part of the rim and goes through. Cuts the lead to 1, 60-59. with 2:54 left in overtime. Second free throw. No, he missed it. Rebounded by Stevie. So a rare miss there for Shepherd, and Clarinda with a 1-point lead, 60-59 with 2:48 to go in overtime. Sweet on the right wing for Clarinda. Cross-court pass, Woods taken away. MacArthur bounces off the official. A huge break for MacArthur, and he lays it up and in. Lewis Central by 1. That ball would have gone out of bounds had the official not been there. Lewis Central with a 1-point lead, but he is part of the game. 61-60. LC with their first lead since the second quarter. Stevie with a runner, nobody's fouled. And Tyler Stevie will shoot 2 with 2:23 to go in overtime. And that is on Rue, and he is done. Tony Rue is fouled out of this basketball game. So now 3 Titans have fouled out. Tony Rue with 7 points. So now Coach Miller's got to go into that bench a little bit. Nate Pettipier will come in. He played a little bit late in the first half. Sweet will sit for Clarinda, replaced by Dakota Woods. 2 free throws coming up here for Stevie. 61-60 Lewis Central. 2:23 left in overtime. First free throw on the way from Stevie is good. He'll have one more, as we are now tied up at 61. One more free throw for the Cardinals, 6'3" senior. Second free throw from Stevie, also good. He made them both. And Clarinda back out in front, 62-61. Lewis Central, MacArthur into the front court. Left wing Shepherd, 2:16 left in OT. Shepherd off a screen, comes down the right side of the lane. Little runner, no. Rebound, tipped around out of bounds. It will stay with Lewis Central with 2:10 to go. I think Stansberry touched it last, says the down official. 2:10 left in overtime, 62-61 Clarinda. What a way to finish up our regular season broadcast here on KMA. Right wing now, Pettipier. Just off the left elbow, now they'll swing it around Shepherd right wing. What a fourth quarter Josiah Shepherd has had for Lewis Central. What a season he's had for the Titans. 2 minutes left in overtime as Shepherd will set things up. Clarinda playing defense with a 1-point lead, 62-61 here in overtime. Left wing MacArthur. MacArthur looking around here for Lewis Central. Comes to the top of the circle now, Shepherd right wing. Shepherd will slow it up with 1:45 left in OT. Lewis Central going to pick their spots here. Shepherd gets inside. Kick out now. They'll swing it around MacArthur right wing. MacArthur into the lane. 12-foot runner. MacArthur too strong. Kept his own rebound alive and chases it down in the corner. A third opportunity here for Lewis Central. MacArthur left corner, loses it out of bounds. So after great hustle by Lewis Central, an unforced error on the Titans, gives the ball to Clarinda with 1:30 left in overtime. 62-61 the Clarinda lead. And the Cardinals with the basketball against Lewis Central. Pressure, they throw it away. Right underneath the basket, an easy 2 for Shepherd. And Lewis Central with the lead, 63-62. Samuelson. Now Stevie against pressure. Woods. They have a 3-on-2 here. Clarinda does. I don't think Woods realized it. Samuelson on top. 1:15 to go in overtime. Lewis Central up 1. Stevie just off the block. Spins into the lane. Little runner up and good. Tyler Stevie puts Clarinda back in front, 64-63 with 65 seconds left in overtime. Lewis Central now. Pettipier. Cross-court pass Shepherd. At top of the circle, MacArthur as we go under a minute left in overtime. Clarinda by 1, 64-63. MacArthur right wing. Covered up by Samuelson and stolen away. Stevie poked it away. Samuelson gets the steal with 45 seconds left in overtime. Archer, they need to get it across half court, and they do now. Right wing Woods. Stevie was going to attack, but traveled first. With 41.1 seconds left, Stevie turns it over. Timeout Clarinda. Timeout Lewis Central. 41.1 seconds left in overtime. Titans will have the ball down by 1, 64-63 here on KMA-FM. What a ball game here in Council Bluffs tonight. Clarinda leading Lewis Central 64-63, 41 seconds left in overtime. Cardinals had an 11-point lead in the fourth quarter. Lewis Central's pressure defense slowly but surely brought them all the way back as Josiah Shepherd hit 3 free throws with 8 seconds left in regulation to tie the game, force OT. We've gone back and forth here in overtime. Clarinda's Tyler Stevie has all 6 of the Cardinal points here in the extra session. Lewis Central has got 2 from MacArthur and 3 from Shepherd here in overtime. Lewis Central will have the ball in the backcourt. 41 seconds left in overtime, trailing by 1, 64-63. MacArthur will walk it into the front court. He is joined by Anderson, Rudolph, Pettipier, and Shepherd on the floor for Lewis Central. 3 Titan main players have fouled out. MacArthur gets into the lane. Kick out. Here's a three from Rudolph. Left wing is good. Trent Rudolph's first bucket of the game puts Lewis Central up by 2, and now a near steal. Anderson pokes it away out of bounds. It'll stay with Clarinda with 20.7 seconds left. Cardinals on the right sideline. Stevie to throw it in. Gets it into Samuelson. So we go down to 17 seconds left. Clarinda with the ball down by 2. Samuelson hands off Stevie. 13 seconds left. Stevie off a screen, top of the circle. Stansberry out there as they play pick and roll. Stevie coming in right side with 6. Stevie spins, and he traveled. With 6.1 seconds left, Stevie just trying to take over as he has so far in the fourth, and it'll be Lewis Central basketball as Clarinda will press with 6.1 on the clock. Lewis Central gets it into MacArthur, and they foul him with 4.5 seconds left. And Darius MacArthur will go to the line for 2. If he makes both of these, that'll pretty much do it. 66-64 Lewis Central. They hold on here. This would be an excellent comeback by the Titans. The foul is number 3 on Dakota Woods. 2 free throws here for MacArthur. 2 for 2 tonight. 61% on the air. First is good. And the lead is 3, 67-64. One more free throw for Darius MacArthur. This could make it a 2-possession game with just 4.5 seconds left. Second free throw by MacArthur. He missed it. The door opens. Stevie the rebound. Timeout Clarinda. With 2.8 seconds left. 67-64 Lewis Central. So Clarinda at least has a pulse here. They will have it all the way in the backcourt. They'll need to go the length of the floor. Unless really you can get some kind of long baseball pass, you're not going to have a whole lot of time here. 2.8 seconds left in overtime. Clarinda with the ball down by 3, 67-64. As the Clarinda coaches have spent much of this time out talking to the official. Not sure if they're talking where exactly this ball should be, but I would think if you could get maybe one long pass, then a second long pass, or one kind of pass, then another long pass, is probably the shortest shot you're going to get. Obviously, it has to be a 3 to try to tie the basketball game. If you get something close to the basket, you're going to need some kind of miracle shot to send it into a second overtime. But a second overtime is about as good as Clarinda can hope for right now. After Clarinda really looked like the better team through the first 2-3 quarters. Lewis Central with a strong fourth. Scored 27 points in that fourth quarter and has outscored Clarinda 9-6 here in the extra session. So Clarinda will have just 2.8 seconds. I would expect LC to pick up full court here again. The one thing you don't want to do here with Lewis Central was foul. Obviously, any foul would be shooting, or you would think. So Clarinda will have 2.8 seconds here. Woods, Stevie, Archer, Samuelson, Stansberry on the floor for Clarinda. So Woods throws it into Stevie, still well in the backcourt. Stevie will fire a half-quarter, which won't go. Just strong, and Lewis Central with a huge comeback comes back as the students rush the floor here in Council Bluffs. And Lewis Central gets it done in overtime, 67-64 over Clarinda. We wrap things up from Council Bluffs here on KMA-FM, Clarinda, Shenandoah.
Nobody gave up. We're a tough team. We knew that coming in. We want to play with pride. It's our home floor. We got down there late. We just wanted to come back. We just did what we had to do.
Talk about this. Coming off, I know you guys had kind of a similar comeback the other night. Couldn't quite get it done. What's that mean to get it done during this one tonight?
Oh, it's huge for us. We're out of the conference championship race, but coming in home court, we want to win for the crowd, and for ourselves. We want to come in with pride and just get it done.
Talk to me a little bit about your game. You kind of a little quiet the first 3 quarters, stepped it up big. Obviously, take me through those free throws as well there at the end of regulation.
Oh man, I knew I had to put those in. All the time in the off season. I just had to put it in. I couldn't do it without my teammates though. They got my back, I got theirs. That's how we do it here.
And a big overtime for you all the way through as well. You guys had some big shots there. You get a couple of them as well. And take me through that OT.
We knew at home, our home floor, our home crowd. we knew we had a good shot, in overtime, and that's what we wanted. And we knew we could, we had all the momentum, so we just wanted to take it.
Obviously, we felt a sense of urgency. We were, in a huge hole. I'm not quite sure why we did that to ourselves, but a lot of that was Clarinda. I thought Clarinda played well, and they took us out of some things that we wanted to do. Obviously, with that extended zone, it bothered us a little bit, and we didn't respond to it real well. And they played well, and then fortunately, there, fourth quarter and overtime, we were able to get after them. We forced a few turnovers, and obviously, the game was allowed to be physical there, and late in the fourth quarter and whatnot, and that obviously benefited us. It always does. The team that's behind, it always has the benefit of getting after people, and we were able to get some turnovers and just make enough plays down the stretch to get ourselves, into overtime. I thought that was huge with Josiah, getting 3 fouled and making 3 free throws. But I'm just proud of our kids. Would have been a lot of points in that game where we could have, just given it up. And I'm not sure that, if you watch the game, that you'd say that we deserve to win that game. But at the same point, I think we showed an awful lot of heart, just hanging in there, not packing it in.
The defensive pressure, it seemed like you definitely turned it up a little bit in the fourth quarter, but it seemed like it took you a while to get the points to kind of get going with that as well. I mean, talk about kind of being patient with that and making sure that the points finally came there late.
Oh, it was the only thing we could do. I mean, we had to get some turnovers, and when we get after it and are allowed to get up and play physical and be aggressive, we can make some we can turn some people over, and we're able to do that just enough. I thought we rattled them a little bit with that pressure, and it's tough when you have that lead too, to play with the lead, just not knowing what's a good shot, whether I should attack, and it makes them a little hesitant sometimes, and that causes some turnovers too. So we feel very fortunate to get a win against a quality team.
2 guys that have been big for you all year, with 2 that stepped up there late. I mean, Josiah Shepard and Darius MacArthur had a big fourth quarter and overtime too. Talk about them a little bit.
Well, Josiah's played well for us all year, and that was a big step to the line, make 3 free throws, obviously, in that situation. But I thought we did a nice job of making just enough plays, a couple turnovers here and there, and some tough finishes. Everybody says those are layups, but they're not that easy in the heat of the moment. So just really proud of our kids for getting it done.
Yeah, you come through, get a win like this. I know obviously the conference isn't there for you anymore, but I mean, you got a couple games left to finish the season, going into what's always a tough sub-state.
Oh, this is important. It's an important game for us to be able to continue to get better. We've obviously got some things that we still need to fix, but anytime you beat a quality opponent like Clarinda in a game like this, it's good for you moving forward, especially going into the last week of the season. It gives us some confidence, obviously, to press on and continue to get better and get ourselves ready for the tournament. Conference deal is over, but we still need to get ourselves ready to play in the sub-state tournament.